Greetings from all the trade unions in Dorset. The Trades Council is totally with Palestine, and Palestine will be free. What we're seeing now is the agenda is total destruction of Palestine, and we need to think back to how this started. It was the British Empire that started this whole tragedy and outrage with the Balfour Declaration, but we should remember the links with Dorset, in that Lawrence of Arabia actually very actively opposed the Versailles Peace and the whole dismemberment of the Ottoman Empire. And so that is actually a real connection with us. And that continued, that link with this country has continued right up to 1948 and beyond. And it creates a responsibility on our part to be very active in the struggle for justice and peace in Palestine, and to oppose the total destruction, which actually was on the headline of the Financial Times this morning. Israel's agenda is at least a war, a very protracted war for 12 months and more, to destroy, essentially, well, they say Hamas, but what they're talking about is Palestine. I think it's important now to speak from the point of view of an agricultural worker, and some of you can check out this. Last weekend, on Sunday, there was a really unusual programme on the BBC, the food programme, and it highlighted, this was on Radio 4, it highlighted Israel's destruction of agriculture in Gaza, how they destroyed the orange orchards. In fact, Gaza was able to feed huge amounts of vegetables, to be self-sustaining in vegetable production, and to stop people fishing, which was a huge part of their a very special kind of diet and enjoyment of food and so on. This is total destruction. This is what's behind it all. Now, I'll finish up with hope, because I think it's easy to see ourselves as isolated, but in fact, who is isolated? Look at the votes in the United Nations. You have the United States and Britain, and you have the Marshall Islands that were largely destroyed by nuclear bombs testing by America, standing with Israel. And the people of the world, the governments of the world, are standing with Palestine and for justice and peace. That's what we need to remember. The people of this country are not behind this. Our government is also isolated, and we need to make sure that the feelings of the rest of the world and the people of this country gets through to this government, so they stop supplying arms to Israel, they stop buying arms from Israel, and we push forward the boycott and divestment agenda and make sure the people of this country stand for peace and justice for Palestine. Thank you.
Thanks, John.